somewhat of their second year to probably around mid career, and uh, and the reason why it's for the particular audience is because probably who are going for immediately, like let's say someone has their placements immediately. It's not for them, like probably you can skip, but it's for them, like it's for those people who want to go on a path to learn about something, and they want to see how others think, because I think like this is the mostly the gray area when uh, you are trying to solve a problem and probably you are facing some problem, but then you notice that everyone else around you can do this. So probably you will not know the story what happened behind the scene. Okay, so that's where I'm trying to fill the gap, so that it becomes easier, like it becomes like a good idea that what to expect when we are trying to go and solve a problem. Because I often feel, even for myself in the starting days, my expectations were really high, and that's something uh, which led me to demotivate very early. But now I have uh, some sense of like what to expect. So okay, now about me, I'm nowhere an expert in this domain, but I am good in Python. I have worked very extensively in Python. I have a very good experience, but like I'm not like I tried to lead code multiple times in my past, but I was never able to like get a feel of it. But recently I realized like yeah, these are important. And why? And the reason because is like in my development period I got a chance to work on a project where like I had to demonstrate what exactly a random forest is, and like so particularly I have to go with the random forest and go with the XGBoost. But the intention of the project leader so like was to understand what's the capability of it. So that's where I came into the picture. Though we could have used the very uh, already implemented version of the various machine learning libraries, but that's not the route that we gone through. So I had to write a decision tree classifier from the scratch, and that's the first time where I encountered that yeah, like there is a data structure involved here, and that's the use case of it. It's like there was a tree traversal required, and there was a lot of things are required. Things are now hazy for me. I don't remember exactly. But can I see the code? Yes, I can see the code. Probably in the later on some videos we will try to talk about it. And the second encounter for me was actually I worked on a Python library, and which I built from the scratch. And what it used to do, it used to take a JSON configuration and then it used to do it work. Okay, now since the JSON was declarative, means like whatever is there in the JSON would be, whether it is valid or not, can only be validated during a runtime. Okay, for example, there are let's say there is a there is a column name in a data frame. So even if someone give a wrong name in the column, or the column name, like it might pass till a certain level. Let's say 40% of job is done, and then it will fail. So that's where like the requirement was to write a validation logic for this parser, like for this configuration. So this helped me in understanding a very crucial it was a very crucial point for me to realize, that and like, of course, I tried a lot of GPT. Like, I tried Manas, I tried GPT, I tried DeepSeek, like nearly all the GPT-5 also, I can say. So all the LLMs I tried, but none of them were able to give me a result. For about 1.5 months, I was not able to get the result. But then, like, at one day, it actually, like, there was some laziness also in me, that I don't wanted to do it myself, because I was thinking probably it can be done by the LLM. Why should I bother? Like, I can devote my energy somewhere else. But it later on, when it was not hitting and I had to deliver that, one day I sat with it and started to do the implementation, and that's where I realized that's a recursion problem and backtracking. Okay, so now why I'm able to know, like, what that were a recursion or backtracking. Later on, I realized the thing is called backtracking, but initially I did not know that was backtracking. And also recursion, I had some exposure with the recursion, like, just only for the interviews, probably from my college, or like from my first few jobs, like write a Fibonacci, write some like, there was some 1 or 2 question I remember, and that we can done that can be done, factorial and Fibonacci. Okay, so these were 2 instances where I felt like, so the topics are really interesting, and so these are just okay. So my previous perception also was this, like, so even though, let's say, I'm from ML domain, what's the benefit it is giving me, even if I learn these DSL topics? I always used to make an excuse in my interviews that the reason I'm good at ML part is because I have compromised the DSL part. This is the excuse I used to give, but later on it hit me that it's never about the making like choice to good at something and not good at something, but for this, like in this scenario, it was about the thinking process, whether I'm able to my ability to break down problems into sub problems, so that till the time I can solve the smallest problem. That was the main capability, and it does not matter whether you are in ML domain or some other domain. This ability is universal. Okay, so until and unless you feel the urge to learn something, these are the things which cannot be told. Now, after seeing the picture, I have I know, like, so whenever I see now a problem, I try to think from how I will solve this problem in real life, when this problem can happen in real life. I try to think like that, and I also did some problems in DSL Go, and those were really interesting to me, and that's why I thought of, like, making a sort of a stage where I can talk about this journey of mine, where I'm going, so that in future, if someone comes and they want to see how the process has been, and probably they can get something out of it. So again, the motto of this is to not to uh, bore you guys, or for me to make the AdSense. No, these are not the topics, but it's a genuine concern for the students of India or like anywhere else, so that they understand what it goes in developing your mind for a certain topic. Because I came from a background where I used to take knowledge for granted. Means like I have to learn this, apply it somewhere, and then forget it. That's not something we are learning TSL Go for. TSL Go would remain with you lifelong. It has nothing to do with Python. It has to do with how you think and the ability of your brain to systematically think, not randomly. So this systematic thinking is developed by TSL Go. And being very very honest, nothing. There is only 1% of involvement of any language in learning TSL Go, but 99% is thinking. This is my current perception of it and my current motivation why I want to go with this subject. Okay, I think that's enough about me to give you a small intro about myself. That's why I wanted to I wanted to have this stage where it can be so. And yeah, one more thing that okay, so it's not a tutorial place. Okay, it's not going to be a tutorial place. It's not going to be a hack place. It's going to be a stage where I have the problem. I will try to solve it with you, even if I'm not able to do it. Probably the whole journey would be there. Okay, it's not as if something I know the solution, or like solution is on some other screen, I'm looking at it, I'm typing it. No, these things will not be here. And yeah, there are some question, around 20-25 question probably I have done already. I will try to first talk about those problems, because my direction of going would be easy, then medium, and then the hard part. Okay, yeah, so I think I have set this some bit of expectation what we will be talking with in our upcoming sessions. Feel free to drop your thinking in comment box if any. Otherwise, you're not obliged to do anything for me. It's about me, me giving some service to society. Okay, I think that's the best which I can do. And please forgive my slow English or something. I'm not a native English speaker, and my vocabulary is also very very limited. This is what I feel about me, but I will try my best to explain. I will try my best to put my thinking. If you are not able to understand some bit of statements which I am saying, feel free to let me know on my mail, because sometimes not every words can be understood by everyone else in the context which they have been said. There might be some previous video before it which might have set the context. There might be some after video that there are a lot of things, but yeah, feel free to let me know about my mistakes on my email so that I take them seriously. Any other thing which you think and this topic needs certain improvisation, or you feel like you can do better than better or like slightly trickier the approach than me, uh, like feel free to drop me a note. Probably I will try to include you as well in my videos so that um, it can be good for the audience. And yeah, thank you so much for giving me your time to hear me out, and probably we will meet soon. Thank you.